the senior senator from Ohio.
Thank you, Chairman Sheehy. Make sure Senator Cruz heard that one. So first of all, thank you for being here and taking the time. If I could just real quickly just confirm that I've heard what you said pretty unanimously, which is we need dramatically more power generation in this country. Is that correct? All right. So, Dr. Su, you just recently did a partnership with TSMC to manufacture your chips here in America. Thank you. I think it's a little bit long overdue. I wish we had done more of that earlier. Are those semiconductor fabs high energy users?
Thank you, Senator. We are very pleased with our efforts together with the government on bringing more manufacturing back to the United States. To your question, certainly semiconductor manufacturing plants are high energy users, and we do need more power for both manufacturing as well as for data centers, as you mentioned.
And without chips, this just doesn't work. Like if we don't have the highest performance chips made here in the United States, this is not going to happen here, correct?
We absolutely need the highest performing chips, and we also need the entire ecosystem for chip manufacturing. So wafers are one piece, but there are many other pieces as well.
And are those chips powered by solar power and windmills?
Today, they're not, but I think there are opportunities to certainly do that.
So do you think it's outrageous that last year, because of the policies of the Biden administration, that 90% of new power generation in this country was windmills and solar panels, and we absolutely kneecapped American energy? We have 1,000 years of natural gas sitting in Pennsylvania, Ohio, and West Virginia, and yet 90% of power generation in this country last year was solar panels and windmills. Does that make this country more competitive or less competitive? Anybody can jump into that one that wants to answer that.
Let me say two things. One, you're right. We need more electricity. I think our industry, it's worth remembering, is only going to account for 15% of the total additional electricity the country is going to need. We're going to need electricity from a variety of sources. Today in the United States, 56% of our electricity comes from carbon. 44% comes from carbon-free energy, meaning nuclear, wind, or solar. We need a broad-based approach, and we need a diversity of sources.
But again, 90% was energy that's not affordable, it's not abundant, and it's not reliable. Let me just shift gears. Mr. Altman, thank you for, first of all, creating your platform in an open basis and agreeing to stick to the principles of nonprofit status. I think that's very important. Do you think that the internet age did a good job between the beginning of the 90s through the 2000s of protecting children?
I would say not particularly.
Yeah, and you're a new father, correct?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
He's doing well?
He is. It's the most amazing thing ever.
Yeah, I don't think you want your child's best friend to be an AI bot.
I do not.
So what can we do? How can we work together to protect children?
We've talked a lot about some of the things we're doing here. We're trying to learn the lessons of previous generation, and that's kind of the way it goes. People make mistakes, and you do it better next time. One thing we say a lot internally is we want to treat our adult users like adults. We want to give them a lot of flexibility. We want to let them use the service with a lot of freedom. And for children, there needs to be a much higher level of protection, which means the service won't do things that they might want. Now, we're still early, so sometimes people say, oh, you're being too strict on the rules, and it's just, we can't perfectly tell this. But if we could draw a line, and if we knew for sure when a user was a child or an adult, we would allow adults to be much more permissive, and we'd have tighter rules for children.
So I think what I would ask is if you could have your team commit to having your teams work with our teams to make certain that we put together the right framework early on, I think is the best way we can move forward. Because we don't want to over-regulate, but we can't repeat the mistakes of the internet and social media era where children got harmed.
We'd be delighted to work with you all.
Be great.
On that.
Thank you.
It's super important.
Thank you.
Can I say one more thing about what you said? This idea of AI and social relationships, I think this is a new thing that we need to pay a lot of attention to. People are relying on AI more and more for life advice, sort of emotional support, that kind of thing. It's a newer thing in recent months, and I don't think it's all bad, but I think we have to like understand it and watch it very carefully.
All right, thank you. And thank you for that commitment. It's very appreciated. I've talked to your team already, good people.
Great.
Mr. Interdor, real quickly, can you talk about the intersection between the importance of a robust stablecoin ecosystem here in America and how that has a future with payments and how AI will factor into that? Because I don't think people see how this fits into the broader puzzle.
So thank you for the question. And we did start out as a crypto-based company, hobby that kind of got away from us a little bit. Look, I think that stable coins, crypto, AI, they share certain DNA in common, which is that they are attempts to build into a future where new technology will make things better for society. And there is a huge potential for us to use stable coins, crypto, and AI in a combination for better outcomes.
All right, thank you. And that was the quickest coup since 1959.